A day after violence over recent remarks by the now suspended BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma over the Prophet Muhammad, the Uttar Pradesh police is out with bulldozers in Saharanpur, where 64 people have been arrested so far for disturbing peace and social harmony. Visuals that are playing out on your screen right now show bulldozers demolishing homes and heavy police deployment out. Over 230 people have been arrested in the state so far after violent clashes broke out over objectionable and communal comments made against the Prophet by two BJP leaders. Now, 11 cases have been filed in 7 districts. All cases have been filed for serious offences. The Chief Minister Adityath's office has said that officers have been given liberty and clear instructions to take stringent action against quote-unquote anti-social elements. Let's go across to Nupur Sharma for the latest. Alok Pandey, a mere suspension for Nupur Sharma, but it's bulldozer justice in UP again?
Well, I will start by saying that, the propriety of using bulldozers to raise or to partly demolish houses of any accused will certainly be questioned because, at the end of the day, they are still accused and the police has yet to prove a case against them. But these visuals from Saharanpur have been shared by the police chief there. And in the message that he sent to us, he said that these two people, whose homes were partly demolished, are accused and under arrest in yesterday's violence in Saharanpur. There wasn't, the violence in Saharanpur was contained early on, as opposed to Prayagraj, where it went on for 3-4 hours. Nevertheless, the scenes in Saharanpur were chaotic and the police have since made 64 arrests. Now, these visuals have been shared less than 24 hours after that violence happened, or 24 hours after the violence happened. And you can see what's happening there. A gate is being taken down. Then in another building, you have the outer walls being taken down. So, in a sense, it is symbolic. Perhaps the police and the administration is trying to send out a message that, look, we'll bring the bulldozers out. But I think the whole issue of bulldozers and the propriety of them is something that we need to question, because at the end of the day, these people still remain unaccused. And they are not.
Well, not just are they just accused as of now. What is the crime here? That they are protesting against communal comments made by a BJP leader? Is the message being sent out by the UP government, by the Adityath government, that you do not have a right to protest this?
No, I think everyone has the right to protest, Sarah, but I think the visuals that we saw yesterday in all districts were also unacceptable at the end of the day. Because you had, look at what happened in Prayagraj. You had stone pelting, you had tear gassing from the cops. But yes, a crowd did gather there and they indulged in. And similarly in Saharanpur, you had a situation where after Friday prayers in a locality, in 1 or 2 localities, you had thousands of people congregate and they overturned bikes and they forced shops to shut. So, what happened also was illegal in the sense that it should not have happened the way it happened. A protest cannot take a violent form.
Correct.
But at the same time, you cannot also perhaps have, these visuals being publicized so much. Because again, at the end of the day, who's to say that the arrests that have been made are of the correct people, or these are the people who indulge in the violence?
All right.
It is too early for that. But that is what is happening.
And Alok, this also seems to be the modus operandi of the government in Uttar Pradesh right now, because we're seeing similar scenes in UP, in Kanpur. Can you bring us up to date with what's happening on the ground there? In a week after the Kanpur violence, you have another illegal building there being demolished?
Yes, there was one building that was taken down. Of course, the hype around it is so much that at the end of the day, you have everyone going gaga over it, but at the end of the day, one building was taken down, and that one building belongs to, according to the police, a land mafia. And that land mafia, again, according to the police, is close to the main accused in the Kanpur violence case, who is a man by the name of Zafar Hayat. Zafar Hayat is under arrest, and this person, like I said, the police says that he's a land mafia, but important to know that this demolition in Kanpur took place about 3 kilometers away from the actual incident spot, as we are saying.
All right, Alok Pandey, thanks. Let's just go across to reaction from the Kanpur police, the additional commissioner in Kanpur.